Hi, Rebecca from Be Naturally Fit, and today I want to talk to you about going sugar-free. My Fit Club and I are going sugar-free for the whole month of February. Why? Why are we doing that? Well, a couple reasons. Essentially, we are trying to break the sugar habit completely, and by losing the sugar for the whole month, it's enough time to get around all of our old habits and to be able to taste food without adding any sweetener. So, sugar, why are we doing this? Sugar has essentially nothing good in it. It's empty calories. There are no essential nutrients in it. More than that though, that would be one reason. More than that, it can wreak havoc in our bodies. It can mess with our hormones and it can mess with our energy levels. So now that I have your attention and maybe you're a little bit more interested in trying this with me, let's talk about what it's going to look like for the month. What are we losing? And I've kind of put the food into 4 different groups. So first thing is the sugars that you add. This one's going to be pretty easy for you to control because you're in control. It's the maple syrup on your pancakes and the brown sugar on your oatmeal and the honey in your tea. We are going to be learning to love our food without any of those added sweeteners that we add ourselves. So agave, white, brown, coconut, any kind of sugar, maple syrup, molasses, honey, anything that is an added corn syrup, if anyone still uses that, any added sweetener. 2, this one's a little bit trickier. It is the sugars that are added to our foods already, the store-bought foods. So I need you to be consumer savvy and read your labels. So oftentimes we buy foods that are seemingly healthy and they are loaded with sugar. So a lot of times that's the sweetened yogurts and the kids cereals and the granola bars. So really a good tip is avoiding processed foods completely. But if you're finding that hard, really make sure you're reading the label. Manufacturers are tricky and they know how to kind of sneak the sugar in there without you being able to read it. It doesn't read sugar. It reads as something else, some long name that might seem healthy. Avoid it. Just check out the grams. If there's more than 7-10 grams in the food product, there's added sugar. Now, let's talk about naturally occurring sugars, and just let me set the record straight. I don't think that naturally occurring sugars are bad at all. Actually, quite the opposite. I live on fruit. I eat a mango a day and dates are my snack. Especially if you're already eating a really healthy, well-balanced diet, these foods just complement it and are really healthy foods. But because we are going sugar-free and we're trying to essentially starve our body of sugars, the fruits that have the high glycemic index, for example, mangoes, pineapples, bananas, things like dates and raisins and cranberries, dried cranberries, those all have a lot of sugar. And just so we're so clear, I don't think that they're bad for you, but so that we are crystal clear, we're not eating them for this month. Things that you can eat are the fruits with the lower glycemic index. Apples, and the more sour the better. All citrus fruits and all berries. So that is good news for you guys who like strawberries and blueberries, raspberries. They are all A-okay and on the diet for the month. Lastly, I want to talk to you about wine, beer, and alcohol. So we are doing a cleanse, and the point of this month is, again, to essentially break the sugar habit. And sometimes when we, at the end of the day, and it's been a crazy day and the kids have been stressing us out, we reach for the glass of wine, and it's out of habit and it's for comfort. It's, again, just a sugar habit. So some of us go for the glass of wine, someone else might go for the muffin or the pastry or the piece of chocolate. They all kind of fall under the same category. So I'm going to encourage you to go completely alcohol-free for the month. Now, I do know that February has Valentine's Day in it, so let's talk about that. I do think that if you are going out and you have something special, have a glass of wine, have your piece of chocolate, and then don't get discouraged. Just Don't let that be an excuse for you to quit for the month or to not join us for the month because you know that that's going to happen. That's okay. This is going to be a learning curve. It is going to test our willpower. There are going to be times where we might fail during the day. We're going to get right back at it. So I'm going to be there to support you. I have a few more tips to leave you with to make the most out of your month. So one, and this is just a tip that maybe you could carry on for the rest of your life because it's amazing, is drinking lemon water when you first wake up in the morning. A huge glass. This gets our digestion going. It leaves us really hydrated after a long night of perhaps getting dehydrated during the night. And that vitamin C is just so good for your skin and for your health and for your immunity. So you're gonna wake up and you're gonna all drink a big glass of lemon water. I said so. Now, moving right on, then you're gonna wait 15 minutes. Next is a big, healthy breakfast, and this is really key, just so that later in the day we aren't craving foods because we have set ourselves up for a really healthy start. You need to be eating protein, fiber, and healthy fats, and some of those fruits all in your breakfast. So here's an example for the vegans out there like me. Big bowl of oatmeal with hemp hearts, chia seeds, coconut oil, coconut flakes, and perhaps some berries on top. Bam, that sounds so good. No added sugars needed because the coconut's in there. Those of you guys who aren't vegan and that oatmeal's not your thing, have a avocado, tomato, spinach, in eggs, and a piece of toast. That sounds good too. I don't eat eggs, but that sounds amazing as well. So big breakfast, get tons of calories, get it from healthy places so you're set up right. Talking about food, I did want to say another great way to get the most out of this month is to think about 80-20. Now, you might have heard this before as 80% healthy and 20% indulgent. That's not what I mean. I mean 80% fruits and vegetables, and those are the low glycemic fruits, and 20% everything else. So for those of you guys who eat your meats and cheeses and milk, that all goes into 20% of what you're eating in a day, and the rest of your day is going to be veggies. And for those vegans out there, I mean, it's the nuts and the hemp hearts and the different oils, the coconut oil or olive oil. Those are your other 20%. The last thing I want to leave you guys with, and it means a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to the cleansing process, is daily movement. Exercise. No brainer. Exercise helps the detox process. I've talked about it lots in our past, and those of you guys in my Fit Club, I've got you covered. It's gonna be awesome. I have lots of great workouts, but for those of you watching this video and are inspired to go a month completely sugar-free, I strongly encourage you to exercise every day to feel wonderful, to feel vibrant, and to help the detox system in your body. So I hope that this video has shined some light on why it's a really great thing to go sugar-free for the month to help break the sugar habit. I know you can do it. I know it's going to be hard. I've done it before and I can't wait. And of course there's the highs and the lows, but wouldn't be a challenge without those, would it? So if you have any questions, if I didn't cover anything in this video, please send me an email, rebecca@benaturally.fit. If you're interested in joining my Fit Club, I would love to have you. I know the other Fit Clubs, the more the merrier. It's going to be great. You can go to my website, www.benaturally.fit, and sign up for the Fit Club. And let's get going. Let's get this started. It's hardly a party without sugar, but it's going to be amazing. So that's all for today. I hope that this video helped and we can do this. Bye.